Great morning. Well, we're in the midst of reading this affidavit, and it's got a lot of information. Now, I'm in the middle of it. I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but what I got, I wanted to pull the cards right away on this. What I got hinges on the lovers, those that were those that were targeted, okay? The people that were all within this house. Now, one thing they said was the downstairs, she heard the sounds. She thought at first that they were upstairs and she was playing with the dog. Then she heard this crying, sounded like crying, and sounded like some said, "Don't worry, I'm going to help you." Okay, that's creepy. How did he help them? Yeah, totally ended their life, okay? So really creepy. Oh, that just gives me the shivers. Oh, hold on a minute. Yeah, I've cut you all up, and I'm going to help you. I'm gonna end it by, killing you. Yeah. So with this affidavit, above it all, we've got the hidden things. Okay. That's why he wanted to be extradited. He wanted to see, and that's what I said the other day, he wanted to see what they have. It's about the dead. His silence. He hasn't said anything yet. The dead. He wants to know what they have. But they have a abundance. Abundance. And in here we have, again, the pearls abundance that comes out of that suffering, that, an abundance of evidence. From the dead, the transition. We've got the phoenix coming up out of this, which I think is really interesting, about the unmarked trail, the revelations of this trail. He left a big trail, and he thought he had it made. He thought he was so smart. He thought he had this planned out. Underneath of it again, and with the cards, the game that found light. Okay, this what he thought he was perpetrating. He thought, that he's going to do this and get away with it. He thought he was going to game them. I'm going to game them. I'm going to do this murder, and I'm so smart, I'm going to get away with it. But they found the light. He is caught. He is caught. So what we have here, it's about this ongoing pain, this mental conflict about what happened, physical, mental conflict. This is happening really rapidly about this information coming out. What they've got, how they've got this guy dead to rights. Going into it, it's about his path he chose and his delusions and illusions, thinking that he was going to get away with it, thinking that he was smarter than all of them. The challenge we have is shedding light on the past. They have got it, okay? They've got so much information. His DNA was found on the sheath, the knife sheath. In his, wanting to get away, he left the sheath lying there. And they got his DNA off the snap. You have those military-style knife. It's got a snap. They got his DNA off the snap of that. They went to his parents' place, took something out of the garbage and matched his DNA to his father's DNA. Okay, so that's how they got the DNA. That's where they got that database of DNA. Let's see what's underneath of it. I haven't looked at this. We've got justice coming down the pike. Okay, concerning the deaths. And also, this is his end point. He is screwed, blued, and tattooed, okay? He is done for. They have got him dead to rights. And now, it's just his, is he going to make a deal? Is this let's make a deal? Because they've got him dead to rights, and he's down here, okay? He's down here. Is he going to please give me a deal? They do have the death penalty there. So is he going to be asking for a deal? Because this is all the evidence they've got. This is the scales of justice, okay? And he is down here. There's nowhere he's going. He's not so pumped up anymore, is he? Okay, so this is about the murders, the deaths, and the stuff that they've got, and all of the information that's coming out about the killer, okay? The strong arm of justice is coming down, transformation, and it's coming down hard. He's going away, okay? I think at this point it has to do with the courts, it has to do with the lawyers, it has to do with the government thing. They've worked on it, they've got that case, okay? They've got a lot of working on all the evidence, the hidden things, okay? And so now we'll have to see what happens with this. I think this merchant is what's he going to try to do? I mean, this guy's got nowhere to go. Okay? So what is it he's going to try to, he thought he was going to come back, learn the things, and then find a way to spin it. Okay? But he's got no way to spin it. Okay? So the wish-fulfilling card, his wishes are ending. That's it. Okay? What is he going to say? He's sitting there now, surrounded by all this emotion, and is stuck in the mental thing, and the emotional stuff is over him. What is his mental, what is the action he's going to do? Because now he's still caught in this subconscious, in this drama. The reality is going to hit today for him. The reality is going to hit. And I'm sure his lawyer is going to say, your only option is to play let's make a deal. Okay? So they said that the murders wound up happening between 4 and 5. The part I'm up to is his car went past the house a number of times, which usually in that area, the local police said, people barely go down there because unless you live there. But they noted this car. A few days after the thing, he changed his car registration, the license plate. He had changed it. I mean, they were onto this guy pretty quick. And they were just holding this stuff. You know, we got the thing where they were holding it close to their vest. They kept silent about it until they had all the evidence. And, yeah, this guy was delusional to think he was going to get away with it. He was going to do the perfect crime. They were never going to figure out it was him. Okay? So I'm going to leave this here. I'll leave the link in so you can hear it. It's amazing how much they're telling us today in this affidavit that they've gotten it. Okay? And so, okay, I'll pull something here. Let's see if it's going to give me an answer here. These are a lot of cards to shuffle. Okay. I wanted to know what Brian, the killer's, going to think when he hears what they've got on the affidavit. Strength. Okay. They got a strong case. Stop. Okay. Wisdom. Wise. They know. Okay. He's going to feel gagged like this. He slipped up, and he can't claim it was an accident. It was on purpose. It was premeditated. And so, yeah, he's going to be just absolutely devastated, because he knows at this point any strength he thought he has is at an end. They've got the wisdom, they're wise, they knew what they were doing, okay? They know this was premeditated on purpose. You slipped up, okay? And now he's just basically gobsmacked, gagged. He's like, you know, I don't think he can really say too much. He's like, just, you know, when you have a gag in your mouth, you can't say anything. I think he's just in absolute utter shock as to the strength of what they have in evidence already. Now, the roommate opened her door and saw him leaving. She said the mouth was covered, but she said he had bushy eyebrows. I could see the eyebrows, okay? So she saw him leaving. He was dressed in black. He had that kind of a blackish mask on. And she said the perpetrator didn't see his face. She saw him leave out the back door, and she saw the bushy eyebrows. Okay. So I'm going to leave this here. They have got him so dead to rights. So I'm going to go back and listen to the rest of this. His only way forward is to play Let's Make a Deal. Maybe just take the death penalty off the table. I think that's the only thing he can get, okay? Because they have got him, and it is game over, okay? So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you online.